Kids said like, oh, he's handsome. He's very flexible.
I kind of already knew his personality, and I thought that he would be a great fit for the children here.
Always happy to be here, very willing, flexible to be at work and to do anything we need him to do for the team.
They are talking about William Birdsall, their newest team member.
It was just me just coming back on the other side and saying, hey, I work for you now. So they already knew how my work ethic was and how I carried myself.
Birdsall is a new employee at the Camp Zama Youth Center, but he's not new to the community.
I'm only leaving for a little bit, but I'm definitely returning to Japan really soon.
Birdsall is a former military police officer who had been stationed at Camp Zama for 3 years. It was there where he completed his active duty enlistment contract. On his last day in uniform, Sergeant Birdsall shared his thoughts about his future.
The reason why I am decided to get out of the Army is because I'm in the right place. It's the right time in my life for me to decide that I want to just break away and move on and see what other opportunities that are left for me to offer before I get too old. But this is definitely the right place and right time for myself.
Birdsall left Japan the next day, but would return a short time later with a new job.
I love it here. It was a nice transition from, it was a quick transition in a nice transition at the same time.
Birdsall, who was formerly president of Camp Zama's Better Opportunities for Single Soldiers program, or BOSS, is now back as a Child and Youth Program Assistant for U.S. Army Garrison Japan's Directorate of Family and Morale, Welfare, and Recreation.
You had to be like 100% committed to if you're going to transition, because we all had the last minute thought of like, oh, is this a good idea? Am I going to get a job?
So I think it was really great having someone transition over to us from being a soldier to being a civilian. Mr. Birdsall is great because he already knows a lot of people in the community. Usually it takes employees a lot longer to kind of settle into working in this environment, but he just rolled right into it.
I do love Japan, and I really wanted to experience more, and I wasn't ready to leave yet. And I'm glad I found a job that fits my personality, where I can actually like give back to the community, but it wasn't so different from what I was doing when I was working with the single soldiers for BOSS.
Though there are differences between his work with BOSS and his new position at the youth center, Birdsall says the concept for planning out programs and assisting his team is still the same. Birdsall said he makes use of the skills he gained from his time in the Army to benefit the youth he now serves in the Camp Zama community.
Get them engaged and getting to learn stuff, life skills, because a few years from now, some of them could be single soldiers. So it's actually a good thing that when they experience it here and go off and do whatever they decide to do, it's already like, oh, well, I've done this before. I know how to do this. I know how to do this, which is better.
Reporting for U.S. Army Garrison Japan, I'm Aya Watsuji.